Hello everyone, today we're beginning a new painting. It's actually a thrifted piece, so you can kind of tell that this once used to be a zebra, and I am making it better. So I've already gone over it with gesso and my gesso's dried, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a base of newspaper paper mache, one of my favorite things. Okay, hi everyone. Today is day 2 working on my new painting. I've already been at work a little bit today and we've just been laying in some of our values. So we've got some dark, some lights. So my plan for this right now, this is a piece that is kind of encapsulating my struggle with my hip injuries. So I'll talk about that kind of while I'm painting a little bit more. But right now, artistically, we have the figure here. So we have the torso, the hips, the thigh, and I'm gonna be painting all of this in black and white and gray. And then everything else will be made in color. This isn't the whole painting, but this is a piece that I did last year. And this is just kind of an example of how I have a mostly kind of gray and white and black car as the subject. I have, again, newspaper. I love using paper mache and newspaper for my work. So we have that, and then these bold, really bright colors kind of surrounding. And then another example of this that I did is this piece right here. So this was painted with a pink base, and then I just made the figure kind of gray, black, and white. And I left a lot of the pink kind of showing through of the background. And then obviously everything else is bright, vibrant color. And so that's kind of, I just like what that looks like a lot. So that is my plan for going into this one. We'll have my newspaper in the back, we'll have our gray, black, and white figure here, and then I'll just have kind of all of my colors and my favorite shapes emerging from the piece. So without further ado, I am going to get painting while I talk a little bit about my experience with my hip injuries and the vision that I have for this piece. To make a long story oh so short, last summer, the summer before my junior year of college volleyball, I found out that my right hip labrum was torn. First day of preseason, which was a few weeks later, I found out that my left hip labrum was torn. And then a few weeks after that, I got another MRI to find out that I had a large herniated disc in my lower back. I played the entire season with all 3 injuries, which is just obviously a ton of pain. And that just contributed to volleyball being difficult, a lot of emotional health setbacks. I had a lot of depressive episodes, panic attacks, the whole ordeal. It's had a huge impact on me. And since then, since my surgeries, I have actually re-torn my right hip and I have frozen hip in my left, and I've had to retire from volleyball. It's a big heartbreak in my life, but now we're gonna awkwardly transition to the joy I'm about to experience from this painting. Yay! Time for the backup test. All right, let's see what it looks like. Ooh! I'm good at what I do. Oh, look at her. Pop off, queen, what? And up close, you get to see all of the kind of more splotchy, the newspaper's peeking through still, which I personally love. And I went ahead and added just like these little edges that just like, I don't know, it felt like it added something and it cleaned up some of my messy lines. I'm not gonna color in the arms because I think, like, first off, it just looks weird. In my head, imagining what it will look like, I don't like what it looks like colored in. So I left it just outlines, which I think is still super cool. So I think we're gonna go in with color. I've taken my chill, meditate, breathe. I didn't do any of that. I just took a break. So I took a break, I've come back, I'm ready to add color to this. So I think the first place that we're gonna start, which I think is just gonna motivate the direction this goes, is the scars and the drips. So let's start there. Well, it's done. I think in total, the painting took me 6 hours, 7 maybe. So this one was honestly pretty fast, but I'm super proud of it nonetheless. I think it's visually appealing. I like the colors a lot. Kind of the reason that I incorporated orange and blue and pink, outside of just that they're my favorite colors to paint with, I incorporated them a little bit in everything. So you see the pink and the blues and the orange and the orange and the blue and the pink. And so the reason that I kind of did that and incorporated them like that, my injuries, specifically my hips, have contributed to a lot of different emotions in me. On one hand, a lot of sadness and grief and anger, but then on the other hand, it kind of propelled me into a really incredible season of growth and self-reflection and seeing myself and the world and God in different ways, in new ways and better ways. I have all these flowers all over. We have flowers in the background, but then we have flowers a little bit more obvious that come through here, and that's just to kind of symbolize that, just again, there is purpose to our suffering and there's beauty in pain, and that's because there's one person who can redeem these stories for us and bring a lot of life-giving truths out of heartbreak. And so I have these flowers to represent, like, I've learned how to have grace for myself. I've learned self-love in a really true and authentic way. Not just affirmations, but actual beliefs that I have about myself that have been corrected. And I've learned grace for other people. I've learned love. I see the world in way more of an artistic and inspired way than I probably ever have. I'm just super proud. I think that it's apparent, the pain and the grief, but also there's a lot more to it, and I'm sure that there will be more paintings about it. I don't really think one piece can summarize it well. I also normally include a whole lot more script, a whole lot more writings, which I have, I think, 3 things that I've written. Like right here, I have Too Many Emotions written. And I have some more right here. This one says It Was Worth It. Normally I have a lot more script like that, where pretty much like throughout the whole painting you're reading something, but I just don't really think I have the words quite yet. So I think for now I'll let colors and shapes speak for me. But that kind of goes into the artistic process. As far as this piece goes, I don't know what I'm titling it yet. I should have thought about that before I sat down. But super proud of it, and I hope you guys like it.